The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
And good morning to you. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO FM in Jesup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Butch Hubbard here with you along with Bob Morgan. It is a Wednesday morning, the 23rd day of October, and big birthday wishes going out to my dad, Charlie Hubbard. Happy birthday to you, Dad, from all the family and from all the gang out here at Big Dog Country Radio and all your friends. Charlie Hubbard having a birthday today. All right, world famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Nips Car Wash, located on Highway 301 South, and also brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply in downtown Jesup. And good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. Well, we got Mr. Larry Brantley in here this morning. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning.
All right. So what's going on? Bob looking at something. Is that something you gave him, or is that just something else he's reading?
No, I'm just seeing if he's helping out. He's here to talk about the Veterans Day Parade, but they got a big Veterans Salute this coming Friday night. I just wonder if he's helping out with that, making sure they all call the high school to be recognized this Friday night.
That's correct. We're hoping everybody, all the veterans, will line up for that event. It will be a great event, and we really appreciate the school system for doing this. It's really an honor to our veterans and our community.
Okay.
I just want to remind this is a free event for the veterans. Again, businesses are sponsoring them, so they just need to know how many are going to be there. So they need to call Nicole Landon by tomorrow, 427-1096, extension 813. So again, the businesses, individuals are sponsoring the veterans. It's free admission. They also get a voucher and a hat. So just want to make sure they all sign up.
That is correct. That's my understanding of it. I have not been involved in that part other than wanting to participate. My involvement is strictly the Veterans Day Parade.
I got you.
Excuse me.
So tell us all about the Veterans Day Parade coming up, Larry.
Well, it's November 9th. Lineup is at 9 o'clock in front of the old Cafe Euro business, Southwest Broad. The biggest thing I want to talk about today, if I may, is the school's participation. We have had great school participation. The board and the superintendent have been very supportive. I know now we're going to have the band, athletes, the coach, and Miss Landon has been very great and gracious. We got the basketball team coming. We got the ROTC coming. We have a military unit out of Hinesville, or a piece of equipment. It's not just a piece of equipment coming. Naturally, we have our others. We also, and this is an important factor, I'm trying to get 12 World War II veterans. I have a trolley that will be in the parade that we've acquired. A friend of mine has one, and it's going to let us pull it, but I need 12 World War II veterans or Korean War to ride in this trolley. I think it would be great for them. It will be decorated naturally with the flag and all this other. But if they want to participate, they can call Remax Elite, or they can call me at 912-294-3604. But if you've got a grandfather, uncle, aunt, doesn't matter, please call us and let's get them in this parade.
Okay.
I think the participation is going to be good. We got kids involved. We're trying to teach them what veterans do and how to honor them, and the school has been great about that.
Good. And once again, the parade's going to be when?
It's going to be downtown Jesup, south, same parade route as the Christmas parade. Everybody knows that one.
Okay.
Same thing. We're going to line up there. It'll kick off line up at 9, kick off at 10, and it'll go down Cherry Street to First Street, and then back down to Orange Street, I believe.
Okay, and what day?
November the 9th.
November 9th.
November 9th.
Okay. November 9th. What day of the week is that?
On a Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. Line up at 9. Parade starts at 10 on November 9th.
Yes, and we did this deliberately on Saturday so we could get this participation, people. We have heard for years, you have it on a bad day. The 11th is a bad day. Too many activities, too many people going, couldn't get to school. So this year we changed it to get this participation.
Right. Have a couple of days before Veterans Day. Yeah.
And if I may, I'd like to bring up that same day, the Shrine, which is part of this parade deal, is having a poker run. Now, they can rest $25. They can register through Ronnie Jones or Joey Corson. They're our chairman over that at the Shrine. And it will start, they can be out at Shrine Club at 8:30 and get signed in. Then they're going to ride through the parade. They will be at the tail of the parade, and then they'll go on their poker run route right after that.
Okay.
And after they get back, they will be fed at the Shrine Club, the poker run will. The Shriners decided to feed those folks.
So anybody is invited to be in the poker run.
Anybody's invited.
We're in a motorcycle.
We don't care if you ride a bicycle. Just come on. Just get in the parade. That's the biggest thing we're pushing is get in the parade.
Okay. Well, good.
But
that sounds like a great parade coming up to honor the veterans here in our area.
It's one of the few things that we can do for them.
Okay. And so, once again, you can call Larry at 294-3604. If you have any questions at all about the Veterans Day Parade in any type of way to be enter that. So looking for 12 World War II and or Korean veterans to be on that trolley to go through downtown.
That's correct. And they can call Remax Elite also.
Yeah.
And I apologize for not having their number right here.
Yeah, we'll just look it up. Remax Elite on West Cherry Street in downtown Jesup.
Right. April and that gang has been excellent about helping us, and they'll sign them right up.
Okay. Well, good. Sounds like it's going to be a great parade and all kinds of activities going on. You say you got some school folks involved too, right?
We have a bunch of school folks involved.
Good.
Bunch of the band's going to be there. I spoke personally with the band director, and he's excited about it. They're going to be playing a bunch of patriotic music. And also, let me say this, Mr. Tootle, who does the PA system down there for our parade, will be playing a bunch of patriotic music also. He does a great job at that, and we really do appreciate him doing it.
All right. Sounds good.
And I appreciate y'all letting us come on here and talk about this.
And I guess some folks from the parade committee will be back next Wednesday. Is that correct? Yes.
We quick note: the coloring pages are in the school system. We should be getting those back pretty quick, I would think, and be able to announce who the winners are.
Right.
We're doing, I think, grades kindergarten all the way up to the 6th grade. Different levels of competition, I guess you would put it. But we're excited about that. The Ladies Auxiliary at the VFW is kind of handling that and doing a great job.
Well, good. Bob, questions, comments for Larry about Veterans Day or the parade or anything? Okay. Well, Larry, appreciate you coming in.
And thank you.
And we'll see you and or some other folks from the committee next Wednesday.
That's correct.
All right. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. More of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in just a moment.
The city of Jesup is excited to host the 17th annual Archfest. Archfest downtown Jesup on Saturday, October 26th from 10 until 5. Come check out the great items from over 50 vendors. Children will love the Kids Zone featuring inflatables and the trackless train. Enjoy live entertainment and delicious food all day. Winners of the Scarecrows Among Us contest and holiday gift raffle will be announced. You don't want to miss all of the fun at the 17th annual Archfest, Saturday, October 26th. We'll see you at the Arch.
Well, Bob, I heard that, Latin Stinson was coming to downtown Jesup on Archfest, and then he wasn't going to come, and now he's back again. What's going on with all that?
Yeah, Molly will be here tomorrow to tell you all about it, but he's going to be there.
Okay, Molly will be here tomorrow from the DDA to tell us all about it. Okay, well, it's good. Big old Archfest coming up this weekend. Main activities along Walnut, and I think that's a good idea. You've got the Arch as the background there for all the activities, so it makes sense to have most of the activities right there along Walnut Street, the train depot, the fountain, in that area because the Arch is there. So if it's going to be Archfest and it's downtown, that makes sense.
That's where the stage will be set up.
And the stage will be set up there too, right there near the fountain, right there at the Arch, right between Sugar and Spice and the train depot. And you were looking at some more information here about Veterans Day coming up. What information is that?
It's just about all the events taking place Friday night at the high school football game. Again, they're going to honor the veterans at the football game, and the veterans are reminded they're being sponsored by local businesses and individuals. They have a free game admission, a concession stand voucher, and a hat. So they want as many veterans there as possible Friday night at the football game, but they must sign up by calling Nicole Landon at 427-1096, extension 813 by tomorrow afternoon. And the veterans will be in attendance, honored at the beginning of halftime. The band will perform the veteran salute, play the battle hymn, And also the Armed Services Medley. Veterans that have signed up will need to enter the gate on the right side facing the ticket sales booth. There'll be a sign and additional information will be handed out regarding the time and place report for the recognition. So they're asking all veterans to please come Friday night to the football game, free admission, and again, enjoy a good football game. Also, the bus drivers will be recognized between the first and second quarter. They'll meet on the track by the student section. When there are 3 minutes left in the first quarter, all bus drivers are asked to sign up with Jenny Palmer by tomorrow afternoon as well. And the pregame will be the recognition of all the senior players, football players, band members, cross-country runners, cheerleaders, junior ROTC. That takes place Friday night for senior night.
Okay.
And it's going to be a blackout event, so they ask everybody to wear black.
All right. The last regular home season game, right?
All right.
Because
Before the
the
state
makeup
playoffs get
game,
underway.
yeah, makeup game against Richmond Hill's there, right?
At Richmond Hill.
Yeah.
Last two games are on the road in the state playoffs at home.
Okay.
We'll be home the weekend after November 8th.
Boy, the buzz around town about last Friday night's game is something else. They said that goes down as one of the all-time great Wayne County victories and exciting game.
It was a great game. Overtime.
All kinds of
Big plays.
Big plays galore in that game for Wayne County to defeat South Effingham, who was favored according to the experts up in Atlanta.
We told you they were wrong.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the big plays and blocked field goals and good play by the Wayne County Yellow Jackets.
And a three-peat. Looking for my T-shirt.
Waiting for your T-shirt, huh?
Right.
Get beat.
Trying to find out when Wayne County's won 3 region championships in a row of football. Don't know if it's been done in eons, so it may never been done. So sure it was done way back in the glory days, back in the 50s, but I don't remember anybody winning 3 region championships in a row in football in quite some time.
You've been here since
I've been
82.
since 82, so
yeah.
Going to be a historic night, November 8th in Waycross.
Yeah. Well, got New Hampstead coming up to defeat, and then, of course, that makeup game, and then Ware County, as you have been saying since the beginning of the season, once again, it'll come down to that game for the region championship.
Always comes down to that game.
Think Ware County is going to move up next year in classification, or do you know?
I'm not sure.
You haven't got any information on that at all?
No.
I know this is the year they look at reclassifying for next year, right, for 2020?
They keep saying one team in our region's going down, one team's going up, but I haven't heard which ones are doing it. We're supposed to stay in 5A. I think Bradwell's moving into our region, 5A, so all that's supposed to be clarified and should be done
I wonder who
hopefully in the next couple
down.
of weeks.
Statesboro, you think the South Effingham would be growing. New Hampstead is in the Pooler area. That's definitely growing. Ware County is the only high school down there in the...
Richmond Hills, the team's really booming. They said they're moving up to 7A. So
Are they? Yeah. Remember when they were like 2 classifications below us, and then moved up, and then equal, and now they're... Yeah, you got those counties that's right outside of Chatham County, south and west, and they're growing big time.
Right.
Effingham County, and then where the Pooler area is, whatever county that is, and then the county below there where Richmond Hill is. Those counties seem to be just booming.
It'll be a fun game Friday night. Again, they got one of the best receivers in the state coming in. Guy can fly, 4.4 speed, having a great year, has several offers. So if you want to see one of the best receivers in the state of Georgia, his name's Sam Brown.
Sam Brown.
Talented receiver for New Hampstead. He'll be a handful.
Okay. And
big numbers.
One of the things that folks have talked about is how we held South Effingham to just 28, that they've been scoring a lot more than that per game. Is that correct?
They're averaging 42.
Yeah. So defense for Wayne County did fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Made the big plays when they had to. Everybody excited about that game. A big game coming up this Friday night at JC Stadium, taking on New Hampstead, another region game, military appreciation night, senior recognition night, all kinds of stuff going on at the last regular home game of the season for the Wayne County varsity football team. And then the cross-country team is hosting the region meet tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow. Yeah. South Effingham has been winning most of these meets, so it's going to be interesting how it all shapes out tomorrow.
Yeah. 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, yeah. Be a lot of buses out there, a lot of cars. Get out there and watch your Wayne County cross-country team compete. Tomorrow, they're right across from the high school there on Joy Williamson Road next to the tennis courts where they start. Yep. And, after the first half of the Georgia-Kentucky game, people were saying, oh, my word, what's going on? But then we, poured it on the second half. Some of the conventional wisdom is that Kirby's trying to play it close to the vest, not to show any plays that he'll possibly use against Florida. What do you think?
I don't believe that.
They're hoping that's it, Bob.
Our offense is a mystery right now. It's not really a mystery. I mean, they said it best after the South Carolina game. Everybody's playing our receivers one-on-one, and, they can't get separation. So that's the problem,
Well, you think having
all these talented receivers, they're just don't know what's going on. But the offense coordinator play calling still is a mystery to me. I don't understand the play calling, but can we have a little imagination?
No, that's what they're saying. Kirby's got the imagination. He's just waiting for the stretch there against Florida, Missouri, Auburn, Texas A&M, trying to play it close to the vest, not trying to show anything until those games.
No, I don't believe that. They should have showed us South Carolina. They would have lost. It's just amazing.
They show something, huh?
I just love how many, it's just amazing how many people, they jump off the bandwagon so quickly. One loss and it's all gloom and doom, and
I know.
We're not going to the championship game. The season's over. Look.
Yeah.
I still
kids playing a game.
I still believe I'm a diehard. We're going to beat Florida, beat Auburn, beat Missouri, beat Texas A&M, play the championship game, win the championship game, get in the championship round. I'm telling you, it's going to come down to us in Ohio State. Justin Fields against Jake Fromm.
Would that be a story or what?
It's going to be the greatest championship game ever.
Yeah, would that be a story or what? Well, I just hope that Kirby is playing it close to the vest, waiting for this big run against the rest of these SEC opponents down the stretch here.
Big game this weekend, LSU Auburn. That'll be fun to watch.
That'll be a fun game right there, LSU and Auburn. It's going to be down in Baton Rouge. Just listening to Chuck Oliver like I do, he's just big on LSU right now, and he's favoring them.
Hard not to be when you see Joe Burrow the year he's having. So.
Yeah,
but just looking
heck of a quarterback.
There's still a lot of undefeated teams, a lot of people still in but Clemson. You look at their schedule; they should have run the table. Ohio State.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if they're going to beat them. Oklahoma. You could have 3 big undefeated teams.
Yeah,
in the playoffs with the winner of the SEC championship game being the 4th.
Right.
That's the way it's shaping up right now. But
Ohio State and Michigan still have to play, but Michigan, they did defeat Penn State, didn't they?
No, Penn State
beat them. Okay.
Harbaugh hasn't won a big game since he's arrived.
Yeah, no, that's the thing about it is
he's favored over Notre Dame. I got news right now. He's not winning against Notre Dame.
He's not winning.
No, he's not beating Notre Dame.
Yeah, I saw some score. Maybe it was a couple weeks ago. They had won a game that
he's not beating Ohio State.
He's not going to beat Ohio State.
He needs to be fired. Is what he needs to be.
Yeah, they thought they got the great coach there, coming back home, that kind of stuff. Rich Eisen, of course, is a Michigan fan,
he's
Michigan graduate. Is he ready to fire him now?
I think so.
He's been in a corner now every year.
How can you be in his corner?
I know, but I'm saying he has been.
Name a big game he's won since
he hasn't. He hasn't.
He's out for whatever.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. But he's tried to be true blue to.
Maybe he needs to change his pants.
Harbaugh.
Quit wearing khakis. Might change his look.
Oh, boy. I guess you heard that Coach Mark Rick had a small heart attack the other day.
That was sad. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he said he's doing fine. He'll be back being an analyst for the ACC network. I didn't know that's what he was doing right now, but that's what he's doing. Yeah. He's an analyst for the ACC network. It wasn't a major heart attack, just a little scare there.
That's where all fired and retired coaches go. Then they can coach every team. It's like these players.
Oh, yeah. It's easier to coach from
these coaches. Though, they drive me crazy because if they're so good, why weren't they still coaching? Like Rex Ryan, and the list goes on and on. They're on these Sunday talk shows, and they're talking about.
Well, they're not paid to be quiet, Bob.
But I don't understand. If they knew what they're talking about, they'd still be coaching.
Yeah.
If you're
Bad
so,
if
if
they
you're
had
so
the junior
good, well,
Joes.
why aren't you still coaching? Why am I listening to this guy? If he was so good, he'd still be on the sidelines. He'd still have a head coaching job.
Yeah, maybe.
He's been fired for every place he's been. So why is he on TV telling us what we're supposed to know?
Oh, boy.
Big fat losers. Get them off the air. I'm serious. Why are they on TV?
Because we're getting paid to, Bob.
I understand, but why? Why do they get a job?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes it's easier to be an analyst than it is a coach, and sometimes it's easier to be a coach than a player.
They get to coach every team.
Yeah, they do.
And see how great they are.
Yeah, sir. Give their insight.
They don't put up their fired from this, and fired from his last 3 head coaching jobs. Why? Because he can't coach.
Okay, coach.
But he's telling everybody in the studios how to coach.
What they need to do, huh?
Right.
Yeah. Well,
But Georgia,
that's just the way it is, Bob.
Georgia got 2 weeks to get it right.
2 weeks.
But I still believe I'm not giving up. I got them in the playoffs, the 14 playoff. I got them beating the winner. I've got them beating Alabama in the SEC championship game this year.
Okay.
3rd time's the charm.
All right.
Just got to beat the Gators, beat Missouri, beat Texas A&M, beat Auburn, beat Tech, win the SEC title game, get in the playoffs.
Piece of cake, Bob.
Yep. That's what the season going in the season. Isn't that what we expected?
That's all what we expected.
So why are we expecting anything less?
I don't expect anything less.
I don't either.
No.
But everybody else, all these fair weather fans, have just jumped off the bandwagon. It's all gloom and doom. And I can't believe the attacks that Jake Fromm's taken. My goodness.
I know. It's
The best
just amazing.
quarterback in the country. I hope he doesn't read all that social media stuff.
Well, that's the thing about social media. Everybody's got a platform now. Like Andy Warhol said back in the late 60s, everybody in the future will have their 15 minutes of fame. He didn't even know about internet then. But that's what he said. In the future, everybody will have their 15 minutes of fame. Well, now, with the internet, if you make the correct comments, which is usually negative comments, that's what gets the buzz is negative comments. If you go there and say good stuff, people say, oh, that's good. But if you go there and say negative stuff, people talk about it, and that's the reason why you see so much negative stuff.
If you're a diehard Georgia fan, you pray Jake Fromm comes back for a senior year. That's what
You sure do. You sure do. Yeah. Do you think he's good enough to be drafted this year?
No doubt. They got him as a top 5 pick because he's a great quarterback. That's why. The Steelers will take him right now.
They would?
Yes.
It'd take anybody, huh?
I'd love for Jake Fromm to be in black and gold. Take him tomorrow. Jake Fromm's a winner. Great kid, great quarterback. He has one bad game, and all these fans are just crushing him. I can't understand it. Sad to see, but I'll live and die with Jake Fromm.
Oh, yeah. Great quarterback. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. So, yeah. I guess all these other people are criticizing.
I'm more upset the offense coordinator. I said, Kirby needs to take over the play calling.
I guess all these people who criticize, they must be perfect people. They're perfect on their job. They're perfect in their family life. They're just perfect people, so they have the right to sit there and criticize. Right, Bob?
I just can't understand why you bail on your team after one, It's all gloom and doom. Like I tell Jonathan all the time, the glass is half full, not half empty.
Yeah.
All we got to do is go in there and beat the Gators next Saturday. That'll be fun. It's going to be a fun game, though. I think Florida's off this week as well. I think
usually they are. Usually they are.
So everybody's gearing up for that big game. Both teams with one loss in the conference. So
yeah,
the winner definitely has a stronghold on the SEC East championship. So
yeah. Well, Georgia Southern had an exciting game this past weekend, winning in overtime there at Paulson Stadium. Southern fans all fired up about that game, and now they'll be hosting New Mexico State this Saturday there at Paulson Stadium. And, of course, we are your Georgia Southern Eagle football radio station for Southeast Georgia, 105.5 FM. Our coverage will begin at 1 o'clock this Saturday afternoon with kickoff at 3. So Georgia Southern hosting New Mexico State in another, I guess that's another conference game. Yeah, I think so. And then they travel and take on. Then the week after that, on Halloween weekend or Halloween Day, on Thursday, that Thursday night on Halloween night, they travel up and take on their biggest rival, Appalachian State.
That's the big game.
Yeah.
App State.
Yeah, App State. App State's ranked 24th right now.
Those got to still play Troy, right?
Yeah, they play Troy after App State. On November 9th, they go to Troy. So we know that Mr. Jason Weaver is going to be,
he'll be
talking
there.
smack that week.
He's been talking smack already. I think he's fixing to lose about 3 dinners already.
Yeah, 3 dinners already? All right. But, so Georgia Southern, right here on 105.5 FM, this Saturday beginning at 1 o'clock with the pregame show, kickoff at 3 o'clock, hosting New Mexico State in another conference game. And I think Georgia Tech has off this weekend, too.
Yeah, both Georgia and Georgia Tech are off.
Yeah. We've got a bunch of tickets that we'll be giving away to the Pittsburgh Panthers game that Georgia Tech will be hosting on November 2nd. Matter of fact, we got tickets to Pitt Panthers, to Virginia Tech Hokies on the 16th, NC Wolfpack on the 21st, and the Georgia Bulldogs on the 30th. They're hosting all those. They finished their season with 3 home games there.
They got a big win this past weekend. Beat Miami. That was a shocker.
Isn't that a shocker?
It was to me, the way they were getting beat.
It is.
They're getting drilled by everybody. And then they go into their Miami and beat Miami. So, good for Tech.
You know, Warren Sapp's got to be sitting there just shaking his head, because back in the 80s, people feared Miami. They just didn't, play them. I mean, a lot of them just feared them because they were just ruthless. And but they've fallen on hard times in the last.
They used to have Jimmy Johnson as their coach too.
That's true. I think I remember the TV ad when Jimmy Johnson got that job down there. I think it was the Miami job. He's had so many of them, but they had a job about him moving down there, and then 20 cases of hairspray being delivered. Because he can be standing in a hurricane wind and not a hair on his head moves.
He still has his hair.
He still has that big old hair.
Every Sunday.
Yes, sir. Hard as a rock. You can hit that thing, it might hurt your hand. It doesn't move, Bob.
He leaves after the show, though. He doesn't stay for the afternoon stuff.
He leaves after the show?
He must have some kind of obligation or whatever, whereas he just doesn't want to hang around for the afternoon. But
he just does the 12 to 1.
He does the 12 to 1, and he bails.
He's out.
He's gone.
Now, you can hear Fox, NFL on Fox, with Terry Bradshaw and Howie Long and Jimmy and all that on our AM station. AM, because it's Fox Sports Radio. I mean, so we air the audio portion of that on Sundays from 12 to 1 on AM 1370 The Buzz, WLOP, Fox Sports Radio. We air the audio portion of Fox NFL Sunday from 12 to 1 with all the gang there, and then begin either with the Jacksonville Jaguars or if they're not playing, then right into Fox Sports analyst.
Great pregame show.
Great pregame. It has been for a long time. Has been for a long time. They've been number one. I remember the Brent Musburger and Jimmy the Greek and those days way back. That was way back, Bob.
Way back.
Way back. Way back in time. Well, anything happening out there today that people need to know about on this Wednesday?
Wednesday's pretty much
quiet day.
No events, no meetings. They got a meeting Friday, though, that service strategy meeting. Another one of those Friday at 10 o'clock at the depot. That'll be interesting.
That is what now?
That service agreement that the county and cities have to come up with.
Oh, okay.
The strategic, where they decide who's paying for what services.
Right.
That's always interesting meeting.
Okay.
Friday. I have a report for you on Monday. Service delivery strategy agreement meeting, 10 a.m. at the train depot.
And that's Friday.
Friday at 10.
Okay. Well, Bob, have a good day. All right. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Nips Car Wash, located on Highway 301 South, just past McDonald's on the left-hand side there. Laser-guided car wash there. Get your vehicle clean real good. Got those hurricane force blowing winds to get all the water off of it. 2 self-service bays with all the wands and gadgets and everything you need to clean your car great. And that's Nips Car Wash on Highway 301 South, just past McDonald's on the left-hand side.
The world famous Butch and Bob Show.